All right, no questioning the weather this morning. We have a quiet start to the day. Clouds are going to rapidly increase this morning, and we will have highs in probably the upper 70s. I think we'll stop there, and we'll have a nice refreshing breeze developing this afternoon. And then if you go into the Tiger game tonight, the clouds start breaking up. Temperatures falling through the 70s. Nice day at the ballpark to see the Dodgers in town to play the Tigers, Kim.
Oh, it sure does look like a nice one. All right, well, freeway's looking good this morning, but we are following breaking news out of Detroit right now. A rollover accident has one dead, also has east and westbound Finkel closed between Livernois and Dexter. In the meantime, if you do travel this way for your morning commute, you're going to want to use McNichols as police conduct an investigation in that area.
All right, Kim, thank you. Let's get back to weather. A powerful riptide from a hurricane, Hurricane Gert, nearly pulls a young girl out to sea along the New Jersey coast.
And the daring rescue was all caught on camera. 9-year-old Angelina was with a group of people in the water on Thursday when she was swept away by the current in just 1 minute. Lifeguards jumped into the water, braving the riptide to rescue this little girl. And thankfully this morning she is expected to be okay. But if you know anything,
so fast. Water can grab you and just snatch you. So.
Thank goodness for those quick acting lifeguards.
Absolutely. It is 5:25 here on your Friday morning, and a controversial request finally has an answer: how it impacts the major university here in Michigan. Plus, emergency repairs, MDOT taking action on this dam in Oakland County. See why they're so concerned about it. That's coming up next.
We'll be right back.
Here's the Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
5 terrorists dead. Police say they've killed several men linked to attacks in Spain, but the search for a driver who killed 13 and injured more than 100 in Barcelona continues.
Plus, Michigan State Police raid a medical center right in Dearborn, and just wait until you hear what this doctor is accused of doing.
And, well, first of all, it's finally Friday,
yes.
But we're saying it's a refreshing start to your weekend. Paul's saying, however, that there's something in the forecast that we should keep an eye on.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, happy Friday.
Finally Friday.
Yes, we made it to the end of the week as we slowly but surely watch our summer break
disappear.
Yeah, we only got a couple weeks left.
And some kids have already gone back to school, Paul.
You're right. You're right about that. But you're also right about it being finally Friday. That's what Brandon calls it. And by the way, he'll be back on Monday. And there are a lot of you Brandon Roof fans. He will be back on Monday. Temperatures right now in the Heat Island here, right around 70 degrees. You can see in Detroit itself, it's 71 degrees, 71 in Grosse Ile, 70 over at Metro Airport. Saline, you're at 69. Manchester at 69 as well, 68 over in Adrian. And a little further north, 71 in Pinckney, but 70 in Ferndale, 70 in Macomb Township, 68 in Romeo. Emmett, you're at 68. Port Huron at 70 and 70 right now over at Holly. So we're all kind of pretty close. Now, we had clearing overnight, but we also have clouds moving in. So you'll perhaps need the sunglasses today. There could still be a little bit of sunshine after the sun comes up this morning. That'll be replaced by mostly cloudy skies and then starts to break up late afternoon. So you might need them for the drive home as well. I'll be back to talk about your weekend coming up in just a little bit. But right now, let's send it over to Kim with an update on that road problem.
That's right. We are following breaking news right now in Detroit. A rollover accident has eastbound and westbound Finkel closed. We do have a photographer on the scene. We want to show you exactly what that scene looks like. This was all due to a rollover accident that killed one person. We're continuing to get updates on this, so stick with us here on Local 4. But in the meantime, know that Finkel is closed between Livernois and Dexter, so in the meantime, you're going to want to use McNichols instead. Back to you.
Kim, thank you. It is 5:31 now, and the waters are calm in the city of Lake Orion this morning, but just below the surface, emergency repairs are about to start.
Yes, this is all happening at the Paint Creek Dam. This is right near M24. Nick Monticelli joins us live. And Nick, what have we learned about the nature of these repairs? Why are they so necessary?
Well, so it's essentially emergency because at any moment the dam could break. They don't think that's going to happen, but they want to take those precautions to make sure it doesn't happen. Let me step out of the way. And if you look over my shoulder here, that is the dam and the spillway coming down here from Lake Orion through the village of Lake Orion here. And as you can see, there is a lot of water flowing right now, and the top of the dam is beginning to erode away. We can show you some pictures because I know the sun isn't up. It's kind of difficult to see what's going on right now. This gives you a little clearer idea of what this is and what we're working with. So MDOT is leading this project. They're in charge of the bridge and the dam underneath of it in coordination with the village of Lake Orion. So they've got all of that working. Starting today, they're going to have contractors out here here, additional inspectors, and the work is going to begin as soon as they possibly can. I'm joined live now by the village manager here in Lake Orion. Joe Young is his name. Joe, let's start with this. What is the problem? What is happening up there?
Well, there's some erosion on the top of the dam and some flowing water underneath that was determined last week, and we've had our inspectors out, the MDOT officials, and on Tuesday and then yesterday, and we determined the approach to take is to put a temporary dam on the west side of the bridge and then secure the water from coming over the dam, and then do the inspections and then the repairs necessary as quickly as possible.
So my understanding, again, worst case scenario, we're not expecting this to happen, but if the dam does break, you've got some senior living complexes, a neighborhood, a park. It could be bad if that breaks, but again, we don't think so.
Very remote possibility. The dam is here, but it extends all the way across underneath M24. All that is solid material going up to the lake where it's only 1 or 2 feet deep on the west side of the road. So to move all that material would be a major effort to have that happen. So we're very confident that at this point we're secure. We just want to take every precaution necessary to make everyone on alert in case something were to happen. But we feel very confident that everything's going to be under control and taken care of in the next few weeks.
Gotcha. And you do have emergency evacuation plans if necessary?
Yes, we do. It's been in place, and we've updated everyone. Homeland Security's updated. The county, all the local area officials are involved and aware and ready to take action if it were to be necessary.
So this process is starting now, essentially, and the work will happen basically today into tomorrow, right?
Well, that's to get the temporary dam up, and then from there we'll draw the water off the bridge and then the dam, and then we can assess the work and to the extent that's necessary, and then get the contractors in for the appropriate work to be taken to repair the bridge, the dam.
And the final thing, my understanding is that while this work is happening, the temporary dams go in, the water levels are going to drop, which is going to affect recreation here, right?
We're hoping not to drop it, if very, very little at all, because once that temporary dam's there's opportunity. We have 2 bypass drawdowns to keep the water lake level not from overflowing. We're also stopping the water upstream. Indianwood, they are keeping theirs at capacity to minimize the water flow in here. But we're hoping to stabilize and maintain the lake level while we're making these repairs.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, Joe, thank you very much. We appreciate you being here with us this morning. So the bottom line is the city, along with the state, working as fast as they can to make sure they get the temporary dams in place, to make sure that they've got a good action plan if something does go awry. But as of right now, they do not expect, and they're certainly hoping, that this dam behind me does not break. We're live here in Lake Orion. Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News today.
And we hope not.
Yeah, delicate work, but glad that they're getting out ahead of it. Thank you, Nick.
13 people killed, 100 others injured after a van plows right through a busy street in Barcelona on Saturday. Now, this morning, investigators say a third person has been arrested in connection with the attack. This happened yesterday.
Yeah, police say that they believe the attack is an act of terror, while ISIS has claimed responsibility without offering any proof. The driver of that van, who plowed down hundreds of people, is not among the 3 people arrested, so that man is still out there. Witnesses described the scene after the van drove down the crowded street.
It sounded like whoever was driving was flooring it and going as fast as they could in kind of a zigzag motion.
All of a sudden there was this tidal wave of people running towards us and they were hysterical.
Meanwhile, another terror attack prevented in a resort town south of Barcelona. 5 attackers wearing suicide bomb belts were killed by police. Police say that the attack started by attempting to use a vehicle as a weapon, believed to be connected to the attack in Barcelona. For continuing coverage on the terror attack there in Barcelona, Spain, we have everything to keep you up to date on our homepage at clickondetroit.com.
Here at home, a Dearborn doctor and an employee expected in court today after a raid at their office. Michigan State Police stormed into the Dearborn Medical Clinic on Warren, just east of Greenfield, on Thursday. Investigators say Dr. Mohammed Durrani was practically handing out prescriptions of opioids. Records show 500,000 pills were prescribed out of his office since January. Investigators believe half were likely sold on the streets. We have good news for people living in the city of Plymouth. Thousands there have their lights back on this morning.
Yes, good morning. Good to see you. The city suffered a massive power outage from a substation fire. As you can see here, this happened on Wednesday night near Farmer and Theodore there in Plymouth. As of just last night, thousands were still without power, but this morning, DTE is telling us that the power is back up and working like normal.
That is good.
Yeah,
it's good to hear
is.
that. And we know that they're excited to have the power back on.
Yes.
It is 5:37, everybody, on your Friday morning and teaching kids how to touch the sky through technology.
And we're going to introduce you to the Detroit-based program changing the lives of children all across the city. And over in the carport, it's everything Eclipse, what you need to know before the big day on Monday. And if you miss out on this one, find out just how long you have to wait to see the next one. Will it even be in our lifetime?
Plus, after putting an end to their app, we'll tell you what the retail giant Target is doing to gain back the love of some of its customers. We'll be right back.
Come see what.
Introducing the Pocket Hose. The hose so small, it fits in your pocket.
Our as seen on TV product tests continue with the Pocket Hose. Is it really the lightest, most convenient hose that you'll ever use? Is it really tangle proof? Is it really kink proof? Well, we are going to put it to the test coming up at 6:40. I tried it out and I will have my full review for you coming up in just a little bit.
Can't wait to see that one.
Looking forward to it. It is 5:41, everybody. Let's get into some stories that you might have missed. 10 mouth-watering finalists have been announced for the annual Big Tex Food Choice Awards. The finalists include 3 deep-fried cream puffs drizzled with sugar, chocolate, and caramel. And this looks delicious.
Yeah, it does look delicious. How about the deep-fried sheet cake and bacon cheeseburger sandwiches between 2 funnel cakes and fried chicken noodle soup?
Whoa.
Fried chicken noodle soup on a stick served with chicken broth on the side.
Now, where do we have to go to Texas to get this?
Yeah.
How much is a flight to Texas? Maybe we should go there to do research on this story.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of great festivals and food here, too.
Do they have the deep fried chicken noodle soup on a stick?
Probably not. That may
well, maybe they can get to work on one of those things.
Right.
So this is, we've been talking about this since our morning meeting. This 10-year-old boy down in Louisiana, he might be the next Doogie Howser. Remember Doogie Howser, right?
I do.
He helped his own mother deliver his baby brother.
Yeah, so when his mother unexpectedly went into labor at home, the 10-year-old, Jaden, he picked up the phone and called 911 right away. However, by the time EMS arrived, his 10-year-old had already helped his mom deliver his little baby brother. Doctors say if Jaden had not been there, neither mom nor baby would have survived. So that is quite a story he can tell his little brother for his whole lifetime. I saved your life.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I
watched you into this world.
I watched both of my sons be born, and let me just tell you, I ain't helping. So kudos to this 10-year-old boy. I would have been scarred for life.
You know how you're fearless when you're that young.
That's true.
You know,
yeah.
And you want to do anything you can to protect your mom.
Protect your mom.
In a situation like that, you
very
just go into
smart
survival
kid.
mode.
Maybe he can be an OB.
He might be after that experience.
He's got on
Either that or
the job
traumatized.
training. Well, most of the time when shopping online, 2-day delivery or 1-day delivery can be hard to find or maybe expensive. But Target is up in the ante, offering same-day delivery. How about that?
That's pretty amazing. A Target executive says that they will be able to provide the fastest possible delivery by acquiring and packing and shipping company. The service is in a testing phase at a New York City store and will expand to other major markets next year. Everybody trying to
same-day delivery?
Everyone's trying to compete with Amazon. They gotta figure it out, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. You can get stuff so quick. Snap of the finger.
That's right, just like that.
All right, well, we had a lot of weather yesterday. Kind of a crazy day, wasn't it?
It was a crazy day, and things have quieted down significantly, Kim. So we're off to a much better start this morning. Temperatures are still kind of warm, but at least there's no weather, nothing falling from the sky. You may recall the rain we had that messed up your rush hour.
Oh, I do recall the rain.
Yeah, 2 days this week.
Yes, I do.
Well, I messed up your rush hour. No, I know, it's not my fault. Anyhow, 70 degrees over in Detroit, 68 in Howell, 70 in Lapeer, 69 in Monroe, but the dew point temperatures are just slowly starting to lower, so it's going to start feeling more comfortable through the day, and you'll notice a refreshing breeze actually develop through the day as well. Here's yesterday's cold front well off to the east. And now what we have here is some clearing that occurred overnight, but clouds increasing. And then we'll address this in our next half hour. That's an upper level disturbance that is going to impact some of our weather tomorrow. But here's a closer view of the clouds, talking about here and now. Partly cloudy in the thumb, mostly clear to the south, but these clouds increasing. So we're going to become mostly cloudy for the middle part of the day. I don't think we're going to see any rain out of this, but we're going to see at least mostly cloudy skies. Even the model is trying to spit out a little patch of drizzle or something. Right now, I don't think we're going to see that. Now, notice by 5 p.m., starting to see some breaking up of the overcast. So take the sunglasses today. You might need them for the ride home. In fact, if you're leaving right after sunrise, you might even need them on the way into work. But it's the middle of the day that we're going to have all this cloud cover. And then through the night, we may clear out briefly, but then clouds start to increase again toward morning, except up in the thumb. You'll keep a little more clearing. There might be a shower or a thunderstorm or two late tonight. I think the better chance is going to be as we get to the late morning, early afternoon hours with that upper level disturbance crossing the area. And so just a scattered shower or a scattered thunderstorm. It's not going to wash out the day. Some of us won't get rain at all. And again, the better chances appear to be in the central and southern part of the area for the day tomorrow. And then we clear things out for the Saturday evening plan. So if you have plans to head out tomorrow evening, you know, it's date night. I think you're going to be A-OK. So the forecast for today, again, we're starting off with mainly clear skies right now, but the clouds will increase during the early morning hours and a high temperature in the upper 70s. And notice that wind, nice refreshing breeze this afternoon, west-southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow, as I mentioned, that scattered rain, upper 70s for the high. Then look at Sunday. If you're the type that likes nice, warm, sunny weekend days, well, Sunday is your day. Whatever you have planned, it's going to be great. If you don't have plans, make plans. It's going to be great. 84 for the high. Still looking mostly sunny for Monday. It's going to be hot if you're out looking for that eclipse. 88 degrees. Don't forget, don't do it without those eclipse glasses because you could suffer permanent eye damage. Just don't look. You wouldn't look at the sun, Kim, on a regular sunny day, so you can't look at it at a partial solar eclipse day either. So what do you got there traffic-wise? I know you had a big problem earlier.
Great advice, Paul. Yeah, we do have a big problem. First, let's take a look at the big picture, though, if you're headed out the door right now. Freeways looking good, green on our map, so no accidents that are going to slow you down on your freeways. However, we are following breaking news right now out of Detroit. A rollover accident has one person dead. We have a photographer on the scene. We want to show you exactly what we're dealing with here. This car actually hit a building, causing that vehicle to roll over, which I said killed that one person. Right now, eastbound and westbound Finkel closed between Livernois and Dexter. So in the meantime, if you do travel this way, you're going to want to use McNichols instead. Of course, if you do travel, if you are interested in this, we are going to stay updated on this accident, so keep it here with Local 4. But in the meantime, just know that eastbound and westbound Finkel closed right now between Livernois and Dexter. Back to you.
All right, Kim, we know you'll stay on top of that. Time now, 5:48, and summer is starting to wrap up, and most kids are ending their summer camp programs and getting ready for the next upcoming school year. Well, the kids at Detroit Impact Center Summer Camp spent the summer learning how to reach the sky. Photojournalist Jamal Bransford takes us there to show us more.
Top, the neck of it, right? And so we have a bottle, right? Does that look all right?
Yes. Detroit Impact is a youth-serving organization. We both work in the school and the community to make sure that our young people have supervised, positive, and safe activities for them to get involved in.
So what do we need? Air and water. I'm looking at our students today and the kind of technology that's available to use beyond social media. You take some. And looking at what the opportunities are out there. A lot of the jobs go unfilled because the students don't have the skill set. So the idea was to really create something where I can reach students who, as a norm, are not reached insofar as these type of skills are concerned.
Everybody squeeze. Detroit Impact tries to combine all of the things that our young people are going to have to deal with, whether it's in school or in the community. So we do a variety of fun learning activities.
All right, now once you get your nose cone, you need to hold that shape by using some tape.
How you gonna do that?
Cut it like...
So we did everything from building portable solar cell phone chargers to creating fidget spinners and, you know, to doing small solar cars. Those of you who have a nose cone and at least 3 fans, line up over here. I want them to really build like we're doing today. I give them a little bit of information, have them think through the process. How does this work? Will it work differently if I do this differently? So I want to be able to give them the opportunity to have exposure to STEM STEAM fields. But the idea is exposure, and exposure early and often, and thorough enough exposure so they can see I can do something with my hands and it can actually work. And the excitement on their faces when that happens, indescribable. Boom. Boom. So how can we make it fly higher?
Pretty awesome. That exposure can be life-changing in terms of what these kids will aspire to do later in life. So a great program. We're glad to see it in the inner city. So it is Friday, and you know, around here at Local 4, it means we're giving away something for free on clickondetroit.com. So here it is. It's your chance to win keyboard classes from Evola Music. The package includes 8 courses and would normally cost $90. The classes are geared to those 55 and older. Go to clickondetroit.com's contest page to enter to win. I wouldn't mind learning the keyboard. I played piano when I was younger, but I quit, and now I regret it.
Yeah, absolutely. It is 5:51, everybody. You definitely want to get those skills back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still ahead, what happens when you cross enemy lines to protect the enemy?
Samuel L. Jackson teams up with Ryan Reynolds and Salma Hayek. What a great cast that is. We'll have more after the break.
Tonight at 10.
Alrighty, we had some clearing overnight, but now we're going to have some clouds moving back in early this morning, so becoming mostly cloudy, and then the clouds start breaking up by late afternoon. Temps kind of hanging in the 70s all day long with a rather refreshing breeze this afternoon. If you are heading to the Tiger game, Dodgers are in town tonight, big series. Temps falling through the 70s with gradual clearing through the game. Kim?
Thank you, Paul. We're still following breaking news in Detroit right now. A rollover accident has killed 1 person, and it's caused eastbound and westbound Finkel to be closed between Livernois and Dexter. If you do take this route for your morning drive, you're going to want to use McNichols instead.
Alrighty, Kim, thank you. Uber is testing out a new feature that will allow the drivers to choose where they pick up and drop off passengers. Reports say the new feature will allow drivers to set a filter to choose certain areas where they prefer to operate. The company says that they'll filter out any requests that don't end in the area the driver chooses. Uber says it's starting a small test of the new feature, but they wouldn't say which markets it's being launched in.
So you've probably had one of those days when you are running around like crazy. You just don't have time to get to the grocery store. You just can't seem to fit that into the schedule. Well, these delivery programs are popping up, and there's yet another one to try and answer this problem. The Aldi grocery chain is partnering with Instacart, a grocery delivery service startup. The pilot program will initially be restricted to Atlanta, Dallas, and Los Angeles, but Aldi says that they plan to expand if all goes well.
Very cool. It is 5:56, and in the world of movies, the hitman is the ultimate lone wolf. But who do you call if the hitman needs protection?
We have the answer to that question and more in this weekend's box office preview.
I have a job for you. The transport is in there.
It's better to be lucky than good in Logan Lucky. The Southern Fried comedy caper is directed by Ocean's 11 lensman Steven Soderbergh. Also, he's been charged with protecting a character played by Samuel L. Jackson in this movie, The Hitman's Bodyguard, a character played by Samuel L. Jackson, a key witness in a trial against a dictator. But Jackson is also a hitman who's tried to assassinate Reynolds in the past. Early reviews call it action-packed with a side of humor. The Hitman's Bodyguard is rated R.
I was let go for liability reasons involving insurance.
Now let's get back to this one, because it's better to be good than lucky. It's better to be lucky than good in Logan Lucky. This Southern Fried comedy caper is directed by Ocean's 11 lensman Steven Soderbergh. Channing Tatum and Adam Driver play brothers planning a robbery during a NASCAR race, but they'll need the help of a slightly unhinged convict, Daniel Craig, to do so. Logan Lucky is rated PG-13.
Some good cast members in these movies.
I know, some big stars, big
yeah.
names. 5:57 is your time, everybody, and coming up all new at 6 o'clock, local stories for you from Lake Orion, Ray Township, and Detroit.
Plus, music muted. Spotify is taking in its stand in light of the violence in Charlottesville, Virginia. The music that they are no longer going to be able to have on their streaming service. We'll tell you which ones.
Plus, new information continues to come out of Spain after the van that attacked and killed 13 people in Barcelona. A second attack stopped before it took a deadly turn. We'll have the latest coming up in just a little bit. You're watching Local 4 News Today.
Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
We continue to monitor the developments in Barcelona, Spain. A third arrest made in the van attack in Barcelona that killed more than a dozen people and injured 100. This as another van attack unfolds in a resort about 70 miles away from the initial attack. But police were ready, and now 5 terrorists are dead.
Debris lofted in the air. Zoom in. Oh, what's it tearing up?
Some scary moments all caught on camera. A tornado touches down in Michigan's Thumb. Paul?
We'll talk about that, and we're going to talk about your weekend forecast as well. But for today, a less humid start, and it's going to get more refreshing as the day progresses. All that just ahead.
And guess what?
It's Friday!
Say that again. Say that 3 times, in fact. We finally made it to the end of the week, everybody.
Happy Friday and good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. And we will get your Friday morning started off with some good news in the weather department.
Yeah, let's turn things over to meteorologist Paul Gross, who's in for Brandon this morning.
Yeah, hi guys. Yeah, temperature's pretty consistent across the area. We are pretty much between 68 and 71 degrees. Well, a couple of 67s in there, but hey, here's the tornado from the Thumb. This was sent to me by Ryan, a storm chaser. His Twitter handle, he was tweeted it to me last night. It's WX_Ryan, and I really appreciate him sending this. This is pretty much confirmation that it's a little hard to see, but you can see there is some debris in the background there flying in the air. So we do have what looks like a pretty well confirmed tornado that touched down there in eastern Tuscola County, moved into Sanilac County. All right, back to the maps here. Let's get going with temps in the upper 60s to low 70s, so pretty consistent across the area. Not a lot of cloud cover right now. We do have cloud cover that's moving on in, so it will become mostly cloudy during the day. And as you look at the forecast for the day ahead, we have partly cloudy to start, but quickly clouding up, Kim, and then we're going to see clouds start to break up by the end of the day, with temps just rising from basically near 70 up into the mid to upper 70s for a high. I'll be back with that weekend forecast coming up in just a little bit. Kim?
All right, thank you, Paul. Well, still very quiet on our freeways as we head out the door this morning, but we still are following that breaking news in Detroit. A rollover accident has 1 person dead and 1 person in critical condition. We have a photographer on the scene right now. We want to show you exactly what it looks like as police conduct an accident investigation. Here you can see what we're dealing with. This is eastbound and westbound Finkel closed right now between Livernois and Dexter. So in the meantime, if you do travel this way, you're going to want to use McNichols instead. But as we said, 1 person has died due to this accident. A car rolled over, hit a building. We also know that other person is in critical condition. We'll continue to keep you updated with this accident right here on Local 4. Back to you.
Kim, thank you. Investigators are still working this morning to try and track down the man behind the wheel responsible for driving a car down a busy street in Barcelona, killing 13 people and injuring 100 others. 3 other people have been arrested in connection with the attack, which is being investigated as an act of terrorism. Now, ISIS has claimed responsibility, but has offered no proof of this claim. Meanwhile, another terror attack the same day in Spain prevented in a resort town just south of Barcelona. There, 5 attackers were wearing suicide bomb belts, but they were killed by police before they were detonated. Police say that the attack started by these people attempting to use another vehicle as a weapon, believed to be connected to that attack in Barcelona, following a weekend of violence in Virginia and controversy with President Trump's response. A major spotlight was focused on President Trump to see what his response would be to this tragedy. President Donald Trump quickly condemned the terrorist attack in Barcelona on Twitter, saying the U.S. will do whatever is necessary to help. Then an hour later, he tweeted himself into controversy again, repeating a story historians say never happened. The speed at which he condemned the terror attack have critics further questioning the president's response to Charlottesville.
The president has not yet been able to demonstrate the stability nor some of the competence that he needs to demonstrate in order to be successful.
What we want to see from our president is clarity and moral authority, and that moral authority is compromised when Tuesday happens.
Others question why he also waded into the debate about removing Confederate statues in cities across the nation, tweeting it's sad to see the history and culture of our great country being ripped apart.
They stand up here taller than any of the names of the people whose lives were ripped apart here, and that's not right.
I'm not sure that just removing every historical marker in America that heals. That doesn't heal, and I think that's a mistake to focus on those.
Many wanting the president to step up, change his tone, and help heal the country. And we'll keep you updated with our continuing coverage on our website at clickondetroit.com. You can find all the most up-to-date information on the terror attack and investigation there.
It is 6:04 and developing news this morning out of Detroit. That's where a police officer is hurt after a car slams right into his cruiser. This happened just after midnight in the area of 7 Mile and Robinwood. That's on the city's east side. After a car crashed into the police cruiser, the driver took off running, eventually pulling out a gun and pointing it at the officer. The officer fired 2 shots. The suspect was not hit, but was caught just a few blocks away. Thankfully, that officer is expected to be okay. Lake Orion has an emergency on its hands. The Paint Creek Dam is in need of immediate repairs.
Yes, there's concern that that dam could break and cause massive flooding. Nick Monticelli joins us now with more on exactly what's going on there and what's wrong with the dam.
All right, Rhonda, good morning to you. What is wrong with the dam is that portions of the top are eroding and water is now getting underneath of it. In fact, if I step out of the way, you can see how fast the water is flowing right now. I know it looks a little scary, but the leaders here in the village and the MDOT team telling us that they are not too concerned. They do not anticipate this dam to break. However, they are doing everything they can just in case things don't go okay. I want to give you a better idea of exactly where we are. We're in the village of Lake Orion, and this dam is here at the Paint Creek, which is right above or right underneath M24, which is also Broadway in this area. Here's the map right now, and also a couple of pictures that were taken yesterday by the MDOT crew to give you a little bit better idea of what this looks like when the sun is actually up. Again, the top of it is beginning to erode away and water is getting underneath of it. So they've got emergency crews coming in as we speak. There are inspectors and contractors on the way right now. This is going to be a multi-stage process. The first thing they're going to do is put up additional temporary dams around other sections of Lake Orion. That way they can stop the flow of water, they can drop the water levels down to put those in, and then they can begin the repairs to this dam, again, underneath the M24 bridge. But as we mentioned, they are somewhat concerned that this dam could break, and there are senior living complexes, there are parks, there are subdivisions, neighborhoods behind this on the other side of this, and that is a concern this morning.
The village of Lake Orion does have an emergency plan prepared on evacuating the citizens, the senior center that is in that area, including pets, to make sure that everybody got out. They don't believe in any way that's going to be needed, but in any emergency, you want preparation ahead of time.
So again, you're looking live at the dam right now, and I want to make this crystal clear. There is no concern that this thing is going just to bust open and the floodgates will open and water will rush through the village. That is not going to happen. If it does begin to fail, it's going to be a slow process. They will have time to evacuate the residents, but again, they do not expect any of that to happen. We are live here in Lake Orion. Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News today.
And good to prepare just in case.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, thank you. So all week long, we have been testing all of these as seen on TV products to see if they live up to their claims.
Yes, and now we are trying out something that promises to make yard work less stressful. Maybe you've seen this infomercial before. Well, we are going to put the pocket hose to the test to see if it really works. That's coming up at 6:40. Jason?
Good morning. In 3 days, a phenomenon that hasn't happened in decades, but are you ready for it? Everything to get you set for the solar eclipse. Totally next.
It's Fitness Friday. We're back at Fuse 45 using a rowing machine unlike I've never done before. Co-owner Sam, explain what we're doing.
So we are going from plank position up to pike, working those little tiny core muscles, also using our arms to keep us up. You got it?
And so I have to somehow be able to do this for 45 seconds?
45 seconds long. You can always take breaks, of course, but I kind of think you can do it. 1 and done. That's it. Put your leg down, 1 foot down, that's it.
And then we would move on to the next exercise. How many exercises do you do in 45 minutes?
Oh man, I mean, it's really like 2 per station, and there's 3 stations. So it's 6, then you always get a bonus move, and you get cardio. So however many that is.
And so is it like a membership? Can I just walk in the door? How does it work?
Either way, so we have plenty of unlimited members. You pay a monthly fee, you come as many times as you want. We have people that drop in and pay per class, or you can get a package of classes and use them as you wish.
Okay, well, if you're looking for a unique workout, a different twist to interval training,
You can come to Fuse 45. They have locations in Royal Oak and West Bloomfield, and they're giving away your first week free. Just head to Fitness Friday at clickondetroit.com.
Welcome back, everybody. It is 6:12, and it's an event that hasn't happened in nearly 100 years. And on Monday, if you've been living under a rock, you don't know, but on Monday, you can witness it.
Yes, of course. We've been talking about this for weeks now. It's finally here. We've been talking about it for 100 years. At last.
Indeed, we have. The Death Star is coming on Monday. That's what they've been building it for 100 years. Not just an eclipse, but a total solar eclipse. However, here in Michigan at around 2:27 p.m., we will only get about 3/4 of a total solar eclipse. But for other parts of the country, they will be getting the full show.
There is, it seems, a bit of magic.
It's really an amazing experience.
Or maybe it's madness that comes with this once-in-a-lifetime event.
Really, the entire country is going nuts over this.
From Oregon through South Carolina, millions are lining up along the path of the eclipse to get their glimpse of history.
I get, the goosebumps, and the hair on the back of my neck kind of goes up when I think about seeing it.
A feeling shared at campgrounds, festivals, and watch parties that have been in the works for years.
We like to say you can't have an eclipse without the moon. And so we are craters of the moon.
Yep, craters of the moon. Idaho, just one of the places where the eclipse is a pretty big deal. Celebrations are planned across the region all weekend, but nothing will be like the event in Kelly, Kentucky.
There was something going on, and it wouldn't have deserved.
It was 1955 when Elmer and Geraldine Sutton's dad and other family members say visitors showed up in the middle of the night.
About 3 foot tall, had pointed ears, oval eyes.
They say it happened on August 21st, and now 62 years later to the day, some think they could see more than the moon blocking the sun here.
People are scared to death that they're going to come back during the eclipse.
Little green men or not, there will be plenty to see on Monday.
Little green men would disappear in front of the weather wall.
Yeah, they would.
I have a distinct memory of being in, I think, about 3rd grade and cutting a little pinhole in the shoebox. I think that's what it was, in order to see an eclipse. Was there one in like 78, 77,
I forget
70?
the exact year. I remember it too. I'm a little older than you, but I remember doing the pinhole projection thing as well. And now this one is going to be, the entire nation will see this one. Everybody in the country will see it. There's just that narrow path that'll be a total eclipse, but everybody else will see a partial eclipse. So,
isn't there another one coming in like 2021?
2024.
Okay.
Yep. April.
That's going to be better for us, right?
That's going to be better. It'll be coming near Toledo. Absolutely. So I'm gearing up for that one. That's the one I'm going to. By the way, tell the boss I'm off that week. All right. Anyhow, here's the eclipse weather. Now that's the path of totality where I have those little eclipse suns there. And as we look across the country, looks right now like there'll be mostly favorable viewing for the western half of the country. We're watching now. The models are suggesting some pop-up clouds, maybe even south of this, some pop-up thunderstorms. So we're going to watch the middle part of the country. The only real problem area is it looks like there might be some pop-up thunderstorms in the southeast. I know South Carolina has been getting a lot of attention as one of those premier spots. And here in Detroit, we're going to be in great shape, mostly sunny skies. Right now, you can, oh gosh, look at this beautiful sunrise getting ready to happen here. 69 over at Metro, 67 Ann Arbor, 70 in Pontiac, 66 right now over in Adrian. And essentially, we've had some clearing overnight, but you can also see that we have some clouds rolling in. So we're going to become mostly cloudy for probably the middle part of the day. We're talking about mid-morning to mid to late afternoon. Then late afternoon, we get to the back edge of this, and we should see some breaking up of the cloud cover. So you may need the sunglasses today. So our system that has affected us for the past day is moving up, but this upper level disturbance is going to drop on down and slide across. Now, it may trigger a late night shower or thunderstorm, but I think almost all of us won't see one, but a couple of us might. But it's more as this approaches during the peak heating of the day that we may see a pop-up shower or storm in the afternoon, especially the southern half of the area. Then this moves out, and then we clear out for our Saturday evening plans, and then this high comes in, and boy, are you going to have a nice summer Sunday day. That's going to be beautiful. Sunday will be a sun day. So 78 or so for the high with the clouds, as I mentioned, increasing. Nice refreshing breeze this afternoon, 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then as we already talked about the weekend, so scattered rain tomorrow with that disturbance. Sunday looking great, mostly sunny for the eclipse itself, upper 80s for the high. And then next chance for storms will be Tuesday afternoon. All right, speaking of the eclipse, take a look at our weather window. we have the little waning crescent moon there. And of course, it's a new moon when you have a solar eclipse, so it's getting smaller and smaller. And boy, that little guy right there is going to cover the sun Monday, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Kim?
Wow, that's a pretty shot. All right, thank you, Paul. Still looking good on our freeways right now, but we still have that breaking news in Detroit. A rollover accident has one person dead, another person in critical condition right now. That has eastbound and westbound Finkel. That is closed between Livernois and Dexter. So in the meantime, if you do travel this way, you're going to want to use McNichols instead. We also have our 1-800-CALL-SAM chopper shot out and about over I-75 right at I-696. This is a look at your freeway commute, and you can see we've got dry roads to start off the morning. No backups you need to worry about at this time. Our freeways are accident-free. Over to you.
That is the good news. Kim, thank you. Time now is 6:18. Let's get into today's consumer headlines. The company behind the massive EpiPen price hike now owes the U.S. a massive amount. Plus, Spotify has removed a number of artists for a very certain reason. But first, the terror attack in Barcelona is impacting the stock market here at home. Maribel Aber joining us live now from New York. Let's start there.
Hey, good morning, Evrod. The markets fell sharply yesterday as investors reacted to news of a terror attack in Barcelona. All three benchmarks posted losses over 1% for the first time in 3 months following the attacks. The volatility index, or VIX, which gauges fear in the markets, jumped 33%. Now, despite the poor session, the Dow is still up more than 10% on the year. Right now, futures are pointing to, it looks like, a mixed open. All right, after being alerted that there are white supremacist bans on Spotify, the company is taking action to remove them. Digital Music News published an article on Monday finding 37 white supremacist bans on the music app. Spotify has already started removing many of the bans and is urgently reviewing the remainder, saying in a statement yesterday, "We are glad to have been alerted to this content and have already removed many of the bans identified." Mylan has reached a settlement over its controversial EpiPen price increase last year after an analysis found that the government may have overpaid Mylan for their EpiPens by up to $1.2 billion. The Justice Department filed suit. Mylan said it had reached a deal last October, and now the settlement has been finalized for $465 million. The deal has been criticized by lawmakers, with Senator Chuck Grassley saying the settlement amount shortchanges the taxpayers. That's latest in business news in New York. Have a great weekend, Evrod.
All right, thank you very much, Maribel. We appreciate it. It is 6:19 now, and you know what that sound means. It's almost time for this week's Free Art Friday. But first, we want to introduce you to last week's winner.
Yeah, so take a look. This is Sharon Gardner-Carr, and Sharon is no stranger to Free Art Friday because this is her second time winning. So we're filling her house up with free art. She won just 2 months ago on July 28th. So congrats to you and everybody else. Make sure that you stay tuned for today's clue. It's going to be a little later on in our newscast. A very cool Detroit-themed original piece of artwork we think you'll love. Very versatile. Work out in any home.
Hold on, her last name is Carr?
Yes.
Did Jason tip off a relative of his?
Nobody knows how she did it, but she has another chance today, as do you. So
I smell a rat.
We'll reveal the location clue coming up a little bit later.
It's definitely one that you'll want to win. It is 6:20, everybody, and NFL players handed a $26,000 restaurant bill. Well, this would definitely have you freaking out, right? Well, these guys, well, the people behind it had a huge laugh. We'll tell you the story behind this.
Not the rookies, though. Plus, play ball, a rough game for our local young athletes in the Little League World Series, but they are still in it. They still have a fighting chance for the title. We'll tell you how next.
And before we go to break, let's meet today's Facebook friend for the day. This is Nadine Owen. She's from Oak Park.
And we're going to be sending you a gift card to Tormina's Pizza just for being our friend of the day. And an invite to everybody else if you'd like to be our next friend of the day, like the Local 4 Facebook page, and click on that Friend of the Day tab. That's where you can upload a picture and tell us a little something about yourself. We'll be right back.
All right, TGIF, let's get you out the door. We're in the basically upper 60s to low 70s right now, rising to perhaps the mid 70s by noon, upper 70s for a high. We'll see the clouds increase, become mostly cloudy during the course of the day, and then sunshine breaking back out by late afternoon. So a little breeze also developing this afternoon. Kim?
All right, thank goodness it is Friday as well. But right now we are following that breaking news. A rollover accident has eastbound and westbound Fenkel closed between Livernois and Dexter. So in the meantime, for your commute, you do want to use McNichols instead.
All right, Kim, thank you. So the Little League World Series is taking place in Pennsylvania. It started last night. Lufkin, Texas came out swinging and never let up against our Grosse Pointe Wood Shores team. So in this first game, we were defeated, but all hope is not lost because this is called a double elimination tournament. So Grosse Pointe is still alive, and they're going to face off against another team again tonight. So good luck to them. Hope they win this one and stay in it.
All right, so when an entire NFL team dines out, you can expect the bill to get pretty high, right? Well, especially if they're at a steakhouse. Well, a Tampa Bay Buccaneers diner bill topped $26,000 this week, except it really didn't. This was all part of a prank the team played on 2 rookie players, making them believe that they had to foot that massive bill. Team tradition is for the rookies to pay for a team dinner, but the actual bill was only $3,000. And I use the term only very loosely. It was covered by the rest of the team, thanking the rookies for being good sports about this prank. $26,000.
What I wouldn't do to see the video from their phones
I know.
how those rookies reacted.
Can somebody find the Snapchats or the Insta Snaps of this? Because that would be hilarious.
Oh, well, thank goodness it was just a prank.
Yeah.
All right, it is 6:26 here on your Friday morning, and next at 6:30, local stories from Dearborn, Plymouth, and Detroit.
Plus, is it really the lightest, most convenient hose that you will ever use? Those are the claims that the infomercials, as seen on TV, make. We're putting this product to the test coming up at 6:40.
Plus, a bear beats the heat right in somebody's backyard. Why wildlife experts say that it's really no big deal. Really? Tell that to the homeowner. That's 1 minute away in today's top video.
Navigate your morning.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's time for today's top video. And what better way to beat the heat than to relax, you know, in some water, in a pond? Well, this bear in Billings, Montana had the same idea.
Well, the temperatures were topping 90 degrees, so you need to get near water. The bear, though, crawled into the backyard koi pond of a resident, cooling off, snacking on the plants, and then eventually wandered away. Local wildlife experts say that the bears are generally pretty relaxed and are not dangerous unless provoked. So just leave them be and let them do what they want to do. This particular bear looked extremely relaxed. But who wouldn't love to just relax in a koi pond, right?
Right? And he didn't even eat the fish.
No, just the plants. Vegetarian.
Apparently. We're back in a minute.
What do you? Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 6:30 starts now.
And we start with breaking news from overnight. A third arrest in that deadly Barcelona terror attack that killed 13 people and injured more than 100. We'll have details on that coming up. Nick?
And I'm Nick Monticelli, live here in Lake Orion. MDOT is doing emergency repairs to this dam. There is fear that it could break. A live report on exactly what's wrong with it coming up. Paul Gross, good morning to you.
And we're off to a similar warm start to what we had yesterday, but the humidity is dropping, and it's going to become quite a refreshing day ahead. So we'll talk about that in your weekend just ahead.
Yes, we do want to talk about the weekend because Friday is finally here, everybody.
Yes, happy Friday, everybody. Good morning to you. So glad you stuck with us all week long to make it to this awesome day of the week.
Yeah, and I'm very excited because we've been doing these product testing all week long, and we've seen some really cool ones and some ones that were just Today is the pocket hose to end out our week. And
yes.
All I'm going to say is that if you have seen it on TV and you've wanted to try it, we're putting it to the test, and I think you'll be surprised.
All right. We'll leave it at that. We're going to have that coming up for you in less than 10 minutes. But we do want to get over to Paul, who's been in for Brandon most of this week, to give us an update on how beautiful it's going to be today.
Absolutely, and we have a beautiful sunrise in progress. Temperature right now 70 in Pontiac, 70 in Detroit, 69 over at Metro Airport. Ann Arbor, you're at 67. Sandusky at 68, 70 in Port Huron. So you kind of get the idea. We're all pretty much in that upper 60s to right around 70-degree mark. And since sunrise is about to happen, it's time to check once again. And yep, the birds have woken up. Yes, this is radar right here. So what we have is Dickinson Island here, Harson's Island here. This is Goose Lake right here. So it looks like they're roosting overnight at Goose Lake. Right at sunrise, they wake up and they take off. So yeah, you're looking at birds on radar. Now, Brandon is the master on telestrating. I'm not sure. I guess we'll do that. Does that look like birds? Sure. Okay, sure. All right. Anyhow, so the birds are awake. We were just checking on them. We've been checking on them all week long, but like clockwork, they wake up at sunrise and they just fly away. All right, 72 or so for the 8 a.m. temperature, mid-70s by noon, upper 70s for a high. The morning sunshine that we'll have early on is going to become mostly cloudy, and then we're going to see things kind of break up by late afternoon. I'll be back with more on last night's tornado and your weekend forecast coming up in just a bit. Don't forget, you can always get your 4-zone forecast at clickondetroit.com. Just click on the 4-zone tab. Kim?
All right, good advice, Paul. Well, good morning, everyone. Still looking good on our freeways. Pretty quiet out there. However, we still do have that rollover accident that has eastbound and westbound Fenkell closed. We have learned that this accident has caused one person to die, another person in critical condition. So in the meantime, for your commute, what you need to know is that Fenkell is closed between Livernois and Dexter. You want to use McNichols instead to get around that. Now let's get a live check at our freeways right now with our Sky 4 chopper out and about over I-94 and Southfield Freeway, right near that big tire. Traffic volume's not too heavy this morning. You can see here that conditions looking good. Dry roads to start off the day. Nothing that's going to slow you down in this area. Over to you.
All right, Kim, thank you. Time now is 6:33, and a third arrest has been made in connection with that deadly van attack in Barcelona that killed 13 people and injured at least 100 others.
It's just such a tragedy there. Police are calling it an act of terror as the search for the actual man behind the wheel continues. He is still out there. Witnesses described the scene after a van plowed through this busy street filled with terrorists on Thursday.
We heard what sounded like gunshots, and we saw hundreds of people rushing towards us.
And all of a sudden I heard a lot of, noise and people screaming, so like everyone was just running away.
A very popular outdoor mall area for tourists. Meanwhile, another terror attack prevented in a resort town south of Barcelona hours after this attack. 5 attackers there wearing suicide bomb belts were killed by police before those belts detonated. Police say that the attack started by these people attempting to use a vehicle as a weapon, believed to be connected to that same attack that happened in Barcelona.
It is 6:34, and new this morning, some serious concern about a dam in Lake Orion. The fear is that it could break, and now emergency crews are going to be making repairs on the Paint Creek Dam there. Local 4's Nick Monticelli is there live for us this morning. And Nick, how does this impact the community surrounding this area?
Well, as of right now, I think everyone's going to be on a little bit of an alert because there is concern that this dam behind me could break. Now, that concern is fairly low. They think they've got some good mitigation plans in the process, or in place, I should say, but there is always that concern. Now, I do want to point out a couple of things, and Jim was working the camera right now. We have learned from MDOT that these problems arose during inspections, and their crews found that there was actually a sinkhole underneath this dam, about 8 feet by 4 feet wide, and that sinkhole has been caused by water that was getting through that dam in areas that it was not supposed to be. So here's the plan. They're going to drop water levels here in Lake Orion. They're going to put up temporary dams to stop that hard flow up against the dam that is crumbling, and then they can A, figure out exactly where that seepage is coming from, and then B, they can hopefully get some good repairs going on. So here's some pictures that were taken yesterday, giving you a little up closer view of what this problem is, or at least what the dam looks like. So again, they've got those plans in place, but there are concerns that if things don't go their way, the dam could break. And MDOT, the city, I should say the village, the state, multiple agencies are involved in this. They do have plans to evacuate neighborhoods, to evacuate the senior complexes over here, get people out of the parks. But according to MDOT, that shouldn't happen, and if it does, it'll be a pretty slow process.
We don't see that happening with all the precautions that we are taking right now, with the frequent inspection that we are doing, and at the same time the placement of the temporary dam that we are already putting in, and the drawdown that we are doing in combination with that. So we don't see such a thing happening.
So it's not going to bust wide open.
We don't see that happening.
And I just want to clarify, when I said a slow process, that meant that essentially you've got the dam falling apart would be a very slow process. Again, it would not be a floodgate type of situation. So a lot of concerns here in Lake Orion. This is Paint Creek right underneath me, and there are a lot of things, parks, communities, senior complexes down there. So there is reason for concern, but no reason for panic. We are live here in Lake Orion. Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News today.
Well, we certainly hope that they can get all that work done quickly. Nick, thank you. It is 6:37, everyone, and now we want to turn to some stories that are making headlines all across Metro Detroit for you this morning.
Yes, from Ray Township in Plymouth and also Dearborn. We want to update you on what's happening there. Yesterday, Michigan State Police raided the office of a doctor who they say was practically handing out prescriptions by the thousands for opioids, over-prescribing. Investigators say 500,000 pills were prescribed by Dr. Mohammed Durrani since January of this year, and most of them were for oxycodone. MSP also raided the doctor's West Bloomfield home, where they found cash and prescription pads. The doctor and one of his employees are expected to appear in court today.
Over to Ray Township, where the preliminary exam is ongoing in the murder and dismembering of 19-year-old Stephen McAfee. It wasn't long until the questioning got heated.
At approximately 11 o'clock that morning, were to cover up the continued questioning of Andrew.
This is ridiculous. It has nothing to do with the question that he asked to the detective.
You sit down till I'm done talking.
Whoa. Since when are you boss here? Sit down. What are you, father?
Yeah, it certainly did get heated. The court has now requested more time to review the police interrogation of 19-year-old Andrew Fiacco, who's charged with first-degree murder. We're hoping to get word on when the hearing will continue sometime next week.
And good news for folks that live in Plymouth that have been without power for the last couple of days. Thousands have their power restored this morning. That fire at the substation near Farmer and Theodore in Plymouth knocked out power to thousands of residents and businesses on Wednesday night. This morning, DTE is telling us that they have restored power to the entire city. So welcome back, Plymouth. And it is 6:39. Still ahead, the secret location to our Free Art Friday coming up.
Plus, Jason is here this morning in studio with some friends.
Yeah, I'll take this one with a side of butter. No, I'm joking. We have some sea creatures in the studio coming up. We're giving away a chance to see them in person. Stay tuned.
But first, how reliable is the pocket hose? We've seen the As Seen on TV product, and we are testing it to see if it's really worth your money.
Skyforge.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is 6:42, and all week long we've been putting some of those As Seen on TV products to the test. Well, today we're trying out something that we all could use to help save some time, some frustration, and a little bit of space. This is the pocket hose, and the commercials claim it's the best type of hose on the market, so we had to see for ourselves.
Hard to store, hard to handle, heavy hoses always end up tangled and kinked. What a mess.
It's summer, and you've likely spent time outside watering your lawn, garden, or plants. You might have seen the infomercials advertising a product that makes this job easier.
Introducing the Pocket Hose. The hose so small, it fits in your pocket.
We put the pocket hose to the test compared to a regular hose to see if it lives up to the commercial's claims and which one was better. The first thing we noticed between the two is the difference in size and packaging. The regular hose was obviously big, bulky, and heavy, and while the pocket hose might not fit in a pants pocket, it could definitely fit in a cargo short or parka jacket pocket. The packaging was also very light to carry. As small as the pocket hose is, it filled up quickly. In fact, it expanded to the size of a regular hose within seconds right before our eyes. The regular hose had no issue there either. But it did have issues when it came to getting tangled and kinking. The pocket hose commercials guarantee that it would never kink, and it did live up to that claim. But what was most impressive is when we were finished with both hoses. With the faucet turned on, the regular hose would leak water when finished. However, the pocket hose pushed all the water through it and deflated back down to its initial size, living up to its name. All right, so this just in, the pocket hose has leaked an entire mess all over the studio.
So it didn't squeeze out all the water.
Yeah, it didn't squeeze out every drop of water. There's still a lot leaking out of here, and we shot this story and I've used it quite some time ago. So there's still water in here. It is a hose. And here's the deal. I've heard from a number of people who bought the pocket hose, whether it was them contacting me via email. Thank you, Jason. Clean up on aisle 3. Much needed. They bought the pocket hose and everything was fine at first. Okay, so it worked. However, after a few months of using it, they said that it started leaking and it didn't really work too well anymore.
Leaking as in the hose itself?
Yes, like it didn't stay together, and so
it got holes in it.
Yeah, what it was made out of didn't really work. So we're giving this one mixed reviews, and our floor director Dana, who has the fun job of cleaning up on aisle 3 over there. She's probably going to give this one a thumbs down. But you can buy it online, you can buy it in stores, and many retailers are offering it anywhere from $12 to $20, and it does come in a variety of lengths. So you can kind of pick which one you want.
But it may not last.
It might not last, so I would have a regular hose as a backup.
Okay.
So coming up at 7:30 rather on the Local 4 Facebook page, we're going to give away one of these pocket hoses so that you can try it out for yourself. So make sure you join us again on the Local 4 Facebook page for your chance to win one of these.
All right, and if you want to see all of our As Seen on TV product tests we did this week, from Flex Tape to the Copper Chef pan, we tried a massager, a coffee maker. All you have to do is head on over to clickondetroit.com and see if these products are worth your money. Meanwhile, we want to get over to Paul. We had some severe weather potential yesterday, and it looks like it lived up to it in the thumb.
Yeah, we talked about that wind shear and the possibility for rotating storms yesterday, and that did occur. Fortunately, we didn't have more storms pop up because we would have had more of this. These are storm reports, and here in the thumb, Tuscola County into western Sanilac County. We'll start basically from west to east where this thing began. So this little icon right here, this was funnel cloud reports in the city of Millington, and those reports continued about 3 miles east of Millington, and then this storm continued moving east. And by the way, I'm calling it a storm, but it really wasn't a storm. There was no lightning with this. It was a heavy rain shower, and that tells you how important the wind field was in terms of spinning up this tornado. But by the time it got to the city of Kingston, right in eastern Tuscola County, we had a tornado touchdown, numerous trees down. You can see here a trailer flipped and metal and shingles torn off a roof. And by the time it moved into Sanilac County, this report right here, another touchdown, but no damage reported with that. So this was a tornado, and it touched down basically without lightning. And by the way, I had video tweeted to me, and you can see debris in the air, so I'm pretty confident that when the National Weather Service surveys this, that they will confirm that it was a tornado. They'll do that survey today. 69, the current temperature at Metro, southwest wind at 13 miles per hour, and you can see how the clearing we had overnight is going to be replaced very shortly by clouds moving on in. So let's take you through the day. This is the noon hour, mostly clouds. I don't think we'll see any rain. Again, don't worry about those little green things. I don't think that's going to be rain that reaches the ground. Then we have some partial clearing toward the end of the afternoon, and perhaps overnight a partly cloudy sky for a while. A little upper level disturbance triggers a possible shower or thunderstorm early in the morning, but I think most of us don't get that. A little better chance in the afternoon, especially the southern half of the area. Then we clear out for your Saturday night. So today, upper 70s or so for the high, with the clouds increasing, as I just showed you. And then tomorrow, we already talked about the weather. It's going to be a high of 78 degrees. Sunday is your pick summer weekend day. Spectacular, 84 degrees, lots of sun. And we continue with that sunshine on Monday, which means we will see what is for us a partial solar eclipse, Kim.
Monday is the day. All right, thank you, Paul. Good morning, everyone. Still following breaking news right now where we have a road closure due to a rollover accident. That accident has killed one person, left another person in critical condition. Here's what you need to know for your morning commute, though. Eastbound and westbound Finkel closed right now between Livernois and Dexter. In the meantime, you're going to want to use McNichols instead. We're going to continue to keep you updated on this accident right here on Local 4, so stay with us. But right now, I do want to take a look at our roads with our 1-800-CALL-SAM-CHOPPER shot. This is the Lodge right at I-94. Yes, we did have a closure on the northbound lanes of the Lodge last night for some construction, but that has now reopened. Things looking good here. Traffic volume starting to build. Conditions looking great. No accidents to report on your freeways this morning. Jason.
It is all about family fun at a cheaper price, and joining me this morning from the Sea Life Aquarium is Sarah Sprague. Good morning to you, Sarah. Good to see you again.
Good morning.
How's my namesake Car the turtle doing at the aquarium?
He's doing very well.
Good, good. Tell us what we have here. It's like a touch tank.
Yeah, so at Sea Life we have a touch tank where kids can get up close and personal with the animals. So I've brought just a few of the animals that live there. This is a slipper lobster.
Oh, he's the guy that's coming into frame right now on screen left there. That he just keeps going around and around, looking for his way out. There's the overhead shot. You can see him. If we lost the banner, you could kind of see that lobster. His eyes are on way far apart. Little beady eyes.
And then we have a hermit crab running around, a little peppermint shrimp, a sea urchin, and then a few sea stars.
That's cool. I'm not sure if we can zoom in tighter on that peppermint shrimp, but he's a little critter too. He skitters all around the tank, and he doesn't mind being touched, huh?
Nope. And we have over 5,000 animals at Sea Life, so if you want to come check out the rest of the animals in the touch pool.
Excellent. And so we're talking about a discount here.
Yeah, it's Family Fun Month this month. So Sea Life and Legoland are both doing promotions where families can come up, and if you use the word family at the desk, you'll get $7 off of your ticket.
This is through the end of August, right?
Yep.
So you walk up to the desk and you're like, "Psst, family," and they're like, cha-ching.
Yep.
Sort of like that.
Yeah, and it's a great way just to finish off the summer, make some lasting memories before the kids go back to school.
And we are giving away tickets to Sea Life and Legoland on our Facebook page. All you have to do is go there and enter the code word aquarium to win. And you will be able to see that little peppermint shrimp there skittering around the tank behind the lobster. They don't mind one another. They're all just kind of in there together.
Yeah, we put a lot of work into making sure they have a good environment where they feel comfortable. So we put in species that all get along with each other and have the right kind of sand, water temperature, and all of that.
That's cool. I'm actually touching a sea star right now. All right, where's those paper towels? Clean up aisle 4 over here. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a cool place.
Yeah.
Definitely take the kids there before they head back to school.
Absolutely. It is 6:50, everybody, and that music means that it's time to reveal today's Free Art Friday location. Take a look. Do you have any idea? Wow, this is going to be tough. Do you know where this is? Every Friday, as you know, we hold an art scavenger hunt. Yeah, I don't
No,
think
this is the wrong shot, I think. Okay. This is one of our sky cams.
I was going to say, I'm like, where do you have to go way up high for this?
It probably is somewhere in there, but
right, because we're looking at it. There we go.
Give you a closer look.
Now you know exactly where this is. We just gave you a huge clue there. But take a look. As you know, every Friday we hold an art scavenger hunt in the city to promote creativity, celebrate art, and allow you to explore the city and maybe drink some Faygo while you're at it.
Yeah, do you know where this is? Have you been to this location? If you do, that artwork is yours. Take a picture of yourself with it. Use our hashtag Local4Today and post it on social media that you won free art from Local4. This week's piece is titled Shod, S-H-O-D, and it was designed by Stephen Johnstone of 7 Nails Metalworks, and as you can see, it's Detroit spelled out with horseshoes, so pretty creative.
It'll take me about 3 minutes in the car to get over there. What time does the show over?
You can't go.
This
And I'm
show's
sure
over
in 3 minutes,
minutes.
someone will have found it already.
Absolutely.
Good luck.
And their thirst will be quenched as well. It is 6:52, everybody.
We're back with today's stories to watch for right after the break. Don't go away.
I could go for a rock and rye right now.
Ooh, what about...
Come see what... Welcome back, everyone. In stories to watch for, a third person has been arrested in connection with that deadly van attack in Barcelona on Thursday. As the death toll has now risen, it's risen to 14, with 100 others hurt. Police say they believe the attack is an act of terror, while ISIS has claimed responsibility without offering any proof. The driver of that van is not among the 3 arrested. Meanwhile, a second terror attack was prevented in a resort town just south of Barcelona. 5 attackers wearing suicide bomb belts were killed by police. 6 people were hurt in the confrontation. Officials say the attackers killed are linked to the attack in Barcelona.
And we continue to follow developing news this morning here at home. An officer injured in a hit-and-run crash on Detroit's east side. Right now, police continue searching for the second suspect after taking one man into custody. The officer, thankfully, is expected to recover. And finally, the city of Lake Orion will be conducting emergency repairs on the Paint Creek Dam you see here. Live pictures. This is right near M24. And Lake Orion, the city says that there is no immediate danger, but they are performing maintenance on the dam as a precaution because it's leaking. Paul?
Well, I'm glad they're being proactive with that. As far as cloud cover, well, we had some clearing overnight. Now you can see the clouds are gradually encroaching on the area, but it's been a beautiful sunrise. Please take pictures, put them on storm pins. If I get enough of them, I'll show them at noon today. But this is going to be, the sunrise will be quickly replaced by this cloud cover over the next hour, hour and a half. So through the day, as I mentioned, the clouds increasing. Temps will kind of level out in the mid to upper 70s for a high, and with a little breeze here developing this afternoon, that'll be kind of a refreshing day. But the clouds do break up by late afternoon, and if you're heading down to the Tiger game, that clearing continues through the game with temperatures falling through the 70s. Kind of a pleasant night at the ballpark, actually. So there you go. Kim?
Go Tigers.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Very comfortable. You know, sometimes those games can get hot and muggy, and
that's when we need that frozen lemonade thing.
Yeah, so good.
Or
a big congratulations real quick to Julie DeLaggio. She won the Free Art Friday, the horseshoes spelling out Detroit. It was at the Faygo warehouse.
Oh,
in Gratiot.
Congratulations.